as I mentioned to you when we were having a chat, we have just come back from Nairobi where we interviewed your counterpart. And they are leveraging technology.
They are taking lead. Solar installations, post-harvest technologies that can help contain the harvest that they have. VTCs have taken lead in that.
I mean, listening to you and all the programs that you were talking about, one would obviously get the impression that when it comes to even youth unemployment, it does not exist in Zimbabwe. Is that the case? Because if you are doing all these things, as you were saying, with a youth empowerment bank, which is very innovative, how is the youth unemployment situation in Zimbabwe at the moment?
Well, it's unfortunate that the statistics are not very pleasing.
Yeah, what's the percentage?
I think we sit at, is it 20% unemployment, the official one? I wouldn't know of the unofficial one. Yeah. But just to say that, as I have alluded to, that youth issues are not just government issues.
Of course.
So what you would find is those efforts that we're having as a nation are not enough to be able to curtail the entire problem of youth unemployment and youth underemployment. Sure. So what we need is to bring all stakeholders on board to make sure that the efforts that we do can be able to deal. I would want to give you a statistics that is very critical in terms of our education system here in Zimbabwe. You find that we have an exam that all the young people sit, which is called O-level.
O-level.
And of that exam, I think about plus or minus 300 of the young people sit for that exam. And those that progress or that comes out with the pass
to advance to the next level.
To the next level. Are below 30%.
All right.
So if it's 300, what it means is 270 of those young people, 1,000, remain unskilled and they have nowhere to go.
Right.
So I've spoken to the vocational.
Is that not where your vocational skills come in?
Yes, but they're not enough.
They're not enough.
They're not
enough.
It's
about
48, and they're spread across the country. We would want a scenario where we can have the vocational training centers spread even to district level, because what we have now, yes, we have the 10 provincial ones. We also have scattered district, but you see the appetite for vocational training skills remains unfulfilled, and we would want different stakeholders to come on board in terms of ensuring that young people are skilled and they have maybe a livelihood option from the schools that they would ever attend. So the issue around unemployment remains a big challenge to the nation, and we would want different stakeholders to come on board to ensure that young people are gainfully employed. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm encouraged because I see a lot of innovations in what the National Youth Council, and I'm hoping this is not political talk. And that is not something that you are saying. Because, I mean, a lot of times we hear these things and people talk about them, but you go on the ground and it's a totally different thing.
Sure.
So
the Youth Council is a very apolitical institution. Okay. We deal with young people from across the divide.
Right.
We register all the political youth wings, be they opposition, be they the ruling party. We give an opportunity to every young people as Zimbabweans.